Ty was loving that place. Did you see him standing on that balcony? Looked like he was about to preach to us or do the auction maybe. What a beautiful homes we've got. And that was one very special one as well. Now, in the studio with us is Stephen Marshall, of course, Deputy Leader of the Liberal Party. According to the paper today, big page spreads everywhere. He's everywhere. And Tim Threadgold. Guys, it's been a pretty big week for you. Before you go though, Stephen, we've got one final question for you.
Okay.
All right, I know we've put you through the griller. Tell me about land tax and stamp duty. If you guys get in, are you going to deal with that, or is it more of the same and lip service? What's the story?
Well, it's not more of the same and lip service, but obviously we're not going to be announcing our policy this far out from the election. What I will say though is that land tax is a major handbrake on our entire economy in South Australia. There's no two ways about that. A lot of people say, well, this is just something that is borne by rich landlords. Well, the simple fact of the matter, that flows through to businesses that are renting premises. It flows through to the consumer who's buying the coffee in the retail premises. It's a major handbrake because our rates in South Australia are so much higher. Our threshold is so much lower and our rates are just completely uncompetitive right around the country. So, look, it's something that needs to be dealt with. The Treasurer, Jack Snelling, has said that he might be looking at something to do some sort of reform, but we're sort of very concerned because at the same time he talked about putting a tax on, a broader base tax on everybody's house at home. Well, we certainly don't support that. We're looking for some reform to take to the 2014 election.
Now, like a Polly, I sort of, I'm going to break the rules again. I've got one more question.
Here we go.
I want to know, what will you do differently that no one yet in the Liberal Party has done that's going to make a difference to us?
Well, I think that my big difference in the Parliament is that I've come directly from the commercial sector straight into Parliament. So
you said 8 boards you're on.
I was on 8 boards before I went into Parliament, and I love business. You know, and in fact, I've still visited a huge amount of business every single month. I'm the Shadow Minister for Small Business, and I'm the Shadow Minister for Industry and Trade. And it's really important to stay connected, and that's my commitment to the Parliament. My commitment to the people of South Australia is they need a voice in there that understands the pressure on small business and family enterprise. I'll be that voice, but I'm going to remain connected the entire time I'm in there. So if you want me to come out, visit your business, hear your story, represent you in the Parliament, just give me a call.
And on that note, I very much appreciate you coming in at such short notice.
My pleasure.
But when I saw your face through everything, I thought you need to talk to us about it. So thank you.
Thank you.
And Tim, for 5 months, mate, you are a legend. You're like a brother. The only thing I'm very annoyed about is you do a better job than I reckon I'm doing. So, but thanks, mate.
Pleasure.
It's been great.
Absolute pleasure.
Okay, now let's go and look at some property. Let's go and look at the hot property.
Well, we're just finishing up the show here at Mother's Crepe on Grote Street. It's been a big day, and don't forget to tune in next week to see more of our great properties right here, TOOP TV, next Wednesday at 1 p.m.